What is up, guys? Bisectatron here from One Hive Gazette, and welcome to this next live stream video. I already have a lot of people requested to join, and I will start accepting you guys as soon as possible. But first, we're going to go through the rules as we do each week. This is a weekly stream, Tuesdays at 6 p.m. Hopefully you guys can hear me okay and everything sounds alright. I have the background music going. So yeah, we'll get into it in just a moment. You can see I added a new feature, Previous Victors, so you can see people who successfully 3-starred either the Town Hall 9 or the Town Hall base last week. It was all Town Hall 9s, so that's why they all have the Town Hall 9 in the bottom right corner. But maybe this week we'll get a Town Hall 10. The bases are posted on Twitter. Make sure to follow me there at Clash Manual, or you can search up One Hive Gazette and you will see the bases posted on Twitter. Now, some people may have trouble joining because I rejected their request after last week wrapped up. So if you are not able to request in-game, as many people already have, your best bet is to friend this account here. It is DAX777, just the account I'm using. It's actually not my own account personally. And I've already gotten a few friend requests, so I'll go ahead and accept them. And I kind of have to go first come, first serve to the people in the chat, but I can also move down the friends list, so you can let me know in the live chat if you are trying to get in and you can't, but you're friends with me. I can give you an invite at some point, so I'll just do my best to kind of try to be fair to everyone. And yeah, so we can go ahead and get started. Real quick, the rules are in the top right. Basically, you train up an army. You guys might have seen it last week. If you're a Town Hall 10, you attack the Town Hall 10 base. If you're a Town Hall 9, you attack the Town Hall 9 base. Because of the demand, we've had so many people request it's going to be 1 attack, 2 attacks if the first attack is close, or it looks like you have some promise of 3-starring. But if it was a total fail, I might just have to kick you out after 1 attack. And also, if it's not going that well, be sure to end the battle, and that way it saves time and you can have another shot without wasting time if it's not going to be a successful attack. So anyway, let's go ahead and start accepting people. Our first request here looks like Mr. Orange and Town Hall 10 account, but I think he might have Town Hall 9 level troops. If we visit his base, his army camp, they are indeed Town Hall 9 level. So we'll go ahead and accept him. I assume he wants to attack the Town Hall 9 base. So we'll give him an accept, and I'll go ahead and post the base. Actually, I don't have CC troops yet. I have to donate to myself here. It's going to be a baby dragon type CC in each with a witch. So let's see if he's attacking the Town Hall 9. I assume he is, because not much of a shot with Town Hall 9 troops and 10-10 heroes if he's attacking the Town Hall 10. So yeah, as long as he doesn't have anything Town Hall 10 level, he can be a Town Hall 10 and attack the Town Hall 9. So we'll post it. Where is the base? It is this one. Same thing you guys can check out on Twitter. And we will say good luck, 1 to 2 tries. Okay. Oh, let's go ahead and take a look at the attack and see if he can 3-star it. It's going to be a mass Valk attack, which has become popular at Town Hall 10, and I guess Town Hall 9 even. Doesn't look like he has his king in this one. His golems are under-leveled. I don't know if he's going to have a great shot. If the troops do go into the base, though, you can't count level 5 Valks out of it, so we'll see how this one shapes up. Has a poison. It's only level 1. I don't even know if it'll kill that baby dragon. Maybe some of the wizards will get it. Drops in the king, and here come the Valks. The funnel was good, I will give him that. The Valks are going into the base, which is kind of an important part of this attack, because you can easily fail if they don't. So they're in the core here. Drops the heal spell. I don't think this is going to 3-star just because there's a lot of walls to get through, and even under the rages, these Valks are going to slowly take damage, and they don't have any healers or anything on them. But I don't know, he still has like 12 Valks or so left up. This is the time when things start to wind down. But who knows, maybe we'll give him another shot at this, even if it doesn't work out, because it looks like it had a decent shot. A bit of a spam attack, but might have a shot. There are some Teslas left up. It might take a while for these Valks to get around, but we'll see. I think the splash damage of giant bombs, though, will kind of finish it off. Let's see. A few people just sent a friend request, it looks like, so I'll be sure to accept those. And like I said, just try to work in the friend request as well as accept people in game. Are you on Instagram? No, I'm not on Instagram for my YouTube channel. Just Twitter, where you can follow me at Clash Manual. So anyway, this one looks like it's not going to be a successful attack. The Valks are going to die here, but not a terrible try. We can... I don't think I'm going to give him another shot just because... well, I'll say thanks for stopping by. And we'll go ahead and kick him. So I feel a little bad about kicking him, but the second try I'm really saving for people that have a better shot. And not to say it was a bad attack, he just didn't have his king, didn't have a lot of the things that would take the 3-star. So I want to be fair to everyone who wants to join. This next person is a Town Hall 9, looks like Geo Mark. And I'll go ahead and post the Town Hall 9 base. Here it is, and I can say here actually 1 to 2 tries, and we'll say good luck, and we'll see if he can take out this base here. So anyway, if you're just coming in, the instructions are in the top right if you want to participate. Otherwise, you can just watch, and the victors from this week will go on the kind of middle right of the screen there, and then a little below that we have the previous victors, and that kind of scrolls through everyone who won or 3-starred the base last week, and it'll gain everyone who 3-stars it this week once we are going next week. So this one's going to be a Queen Charge Laloon. Looks like, okay, I posted the right base. I was worried for a second. Looks like he's going to try to clear out the Queen, the Tesla farm. There is the Town Hall, which is going to hold the Queen up for a while, but under Rage, she can get through it relatively quickly. A Wizard might help out, or it might go down to that Wizard Tower, actually. So I guess he'll try to wall break somewhere around here to get these air defenses, and then he'll probably Laloon the rest of the base here. CC's coming out. It's the Baby Dragon Valk Witch. Good poison there. The Witch will definitely go down to that poison. And actually she might get... No, yeah, the Witch will die to the poison, it looks like. So things are going pretty well. King is down. Here come the wall breakers. Don't see any reason why he'll have a wall breaker fail here. So yeah, opens that up. Looking pretty good. He has 10 minions, so I don't think time will be an issue. But we'll see. He has a few more wall breakers. I'm not sure if he's going to wall break again. Not really a great place to drop the wall breakers, but very good value from this Queen Charge. Level 30 Queen can get pretty far into these Town Hall 9 bases. It looks like she probably will leave the base. There's just nothing else to target around where she is. She can reach the Wizard Tower. Healer goes down to the Seeking Air Mine, but the Queen's done her job. Now it's just the Laloon. The Sweeper is going to push these balloons back a little bit. It can just reach those balloons, but otherwise he's going through pretty quickly. This one has a very good shot of 3-starring if he doesn't run out of time, which I don't think he will with those minions down for cleanup. 60% of the base is already down. Has the heal spell for that Wizard Tower towards the back end of the base here. Still has a little bit of a Lava Hound left up, just exploded, which was actually good because it'll help with cleanup. 50 seconds. We might be adding our first name to the board here, and I think we will. It is Geo Mark 3. I don't see any reason why in 40 seconds this base won't be 3-starred. Nice attack to Geo Mark, and we can add his name to the Town Hall 9 bases over here. Make sure I spell it right. Good job. First successful 3-star. As you guys know, you can't copy this attack, but you can use the same army composition. I just don't want people to copy this attack because that's not considered a successful 3-star. So nice job to Geo Mark 3. Thanks for stopping by. We'll go ahead and kick him out, and we'll move on to our next attacker. If it's saying you're unable to request to join, it's probably because you were rejected during the week between this stream and the last one. So you can friend this account right here, the Dax account. I already have quite a few people that have sent friend requests, and I'll try to get to some of these friend request people as well as the people that are requesting in-game. But first we're going to do just a couple more in-game requests here. We have, this is a Town Hall 9 2020 heroes. We'll go ahead and accept Sasuke, and we'll see if he can 3-star this base here. Okay, make sure you're not friending my main account. It has to be the account, the DAX77, because that's what I can accept people with right now. Alright, we will give 1 to 2 shots here. And I'm interested to see what kind of army compositions people are using, because last week we had people using all different kinds of army comps to 3-star this base. So who knows, we could maybe even fill up the Town Hall 9s on the screen there. There's only, what, 5 spots, so we could have 6 Town Hall 9s that have to like make room over on the Town Hall 10 side. But I'm hoping someone can get the Town Hall 10 base taken out, because we did not have any of that last week, and that'd be something cool to see on the stream. So anyway, this one is a Suicide Hero Laloon. We are buffering a little bit. I'm not sure if he lost connection or not. Okay, here we go. Sorted itself out. Going to just basically suicide in the king and the queen, I think, to try to take out an air defense, maybe the CC troops. The king is going up, which I think is what he wanted. He can probably grab the Tesla Archer Tower. Only level 20 heroes, so that makes it a little bit difficult to get very much value from them. But I think he'll get the CC lure right there, yeah. Perfect pathing. The queen took out both air defenses, which required her to kind of go back the other direction. Now, is he going to poison? Yeah, he's going to poison the CC right here, but I think the baby dragon, the witch, aren't going to die. So he's going to have a CC still alive here. They will attack that Lava Hound first, I think, yeah. But he does have the issue of those CC troops staying up for the entire attack, probably. So in come the balloons, just raging these guys through here. Pretty good split on them. This one, I think if it weren't for that baby dragon and the queen still being up, I forgot about the queen. He did not get the queen taken out, and that's important because he doesn't have a Skelly spell. So a bunch of troops and heroes taking out these balloons more so than the defenses. But we'll give him another shot because this looked like it could have had a solid chance of being successful. So a good try there. Just his Lava Hounds left up. We'll give him one more shot at this. We'll post the base here and see if maybe he can find a way to take out the defensive queen and maybe even the CC troops, because just using his heroes was not enough. So next attack is already live. Looks like he has 5 archers. I'm not sure if he had that the first attack. We'll see what he decides to do differently here, because I think the queen might even be the biggest issue, and I don't think he has a plan for taking out the defensive queen. He might just be hoping that the raged lava pups do something, but keep in mind there's no air defenses near the queen, so the Lava Hounds are going to be exploding away from the queen, and I don't think the lava pups are going to be in the area to take her out, but I could be wrong, and sometimes you get lucky with the balloon dropping the bomb in the same space as the queen. So he drops the king. I'm not sure if this was intentional on the other side, and the queen for those 2 air defenses. Very nice how that worked out. I think he might just try to bring the CC into the corner there and then take it out with some archers to kind of keep it in the poison spell, but it's not going to actually come out here. So both the queen and the CC troops are going to still be up for this one. We'll see how it goes. Lava Hound's coming in, a little bit of a different angle here. Has a bunch of rages and a haste. Down goes the haste, and I think the idea is just to try to rage up the lava pups to take this stuff out. The poison spell missed those CC troops. They kind of redirected to the Lava Hounds in the corner. So this one doesn't look like it's going to be a 3-star, mainly because of the CC troops and the queen still being up. So a nice try. Went ahead and gave him the second shot because it looked like it might have had a chance if he made a few adjustments, but wasn't able to do it. And yeah, actually got through the base much better. Might even get all the defenses taken out here. The Lava Hound is still tanking. The baby dragon is locked on to the Lava Hound here, which is, I guess, good, but this one cannot be successful just because of those troops still being alive by the town hall there. But he did get all the defenses to his credit, so we will back out here as this one is winding down, and hopefully he does the same so we can get this moving quicker. I will go ahead and accept one more in-game, and then maybe take someone from the friend request. I want to give a shot to people who are not able to request to join in-game. I guess what I could do is create a new clan each week, like delete the clan and create it again so people don't have this problem, because I don't want to have to keep inviting people off the friend request. So I think I'll do that. I'll make a new clan for next week so we don't have this ongoing issue. And I'm not sure how many people from the friend request list I can accept and if I can get them in order. So we'll just go ahead and continue with the people in-game. This next one I believe was a Town Hall 10, 3340 heroes. So yeah, I could have a good shot here. I will post the Town Hall 10 base on the other account. As you guys know, they're both on Twitter, so you can check them out there. This one has a baby dragon, witch, wizard, and goblins, I think, in the CC. So just a heads up there. But like I said, it's all these clan castles are kind of the same. So here we go, attacking live here. This is the new base. It actually looks a little bit like the one from last week. I just made a few changes. More than a few changes, but it looks a little like the one from last week because it worked out so well. Alright, let's see. First Town Hall 10, it's that Valk strategy that we've been seeing. I think it's called the Falcon, is what people have been calling it on YouTube. But anyway, it's that mass Valk strategy. I don't know how well it's going to work because there's not really much of a core, so the Valks might get off path. But he could clear out a pretty good portion of the top here. Looks like he's directing his queen to go upwards, dropped a few Valks already to start to funnel. Kind of an expensive funnel. He's used like 3 or 4 Valks, I think. But the funnel is very important, and looks like that archer tower will go down. The queen might go down there. He pops the queen's cloak, so she will stay alive, and in come the Valks. The funnel is okay, although it looks like these Valks are going to walk. And we will give him another shot if that's the reason this thing fails. He might have ended it here. So yeah, I do appreciate it when people end the attack. It allows me to give more chances for the sake of time. So not this account, other one. I keep forgetting to do it on my Town Hall 10 account. So we'll post this one again and see if Rasheen 770 can 3-star the base here. Needs a little bit of a better funnel. Maybe you should use like a baby dragon, although there is an air defense right there. A slightly different type of funnel might work better, but he just needs to get these buildings taken out, which are intentionally kind of placed there to make it difficult to send in some kind of kill squad into the top of the base there. That's just how it's set up. So drops down the queen. Once again, Valks and wizards for the funnel on the top of the base. That one Valk did not run between these two buildings. That's kind of weird. So once again, the queen should go the correct way, and he'll probably just use the queen's ability to get through the multiple defenses that are around the 10 o'clock of this base. Looks like he doesn't have any wall breakers, so that's pretty typical with this strategy, although the funnel looks better, so I think he might have a good shot sprinkling in these Valks. Here he goes. The funnel is good. Goes ahead and drops the rage. Here comes the bowlers behind the Valks, so everything's in the base here. This is a pretty good representation of how this attack will go, so we'll just see if it's worth seeing if you can take out the base. I tend to be more generous with the Town Hall 10s because it is a harder, definitely harder to 3-star at Town Hall 10. But they're going through the base, still has quite a few spells. I'm not sure how many Valks are left up, it's hard to tell. A few of them didn't go inside the base. Just looks like it's going to be difficult to get from the top to the bottom here with all the dead space. It's almost forcing them to leave the base here because there's the dead zones around the queen area. He has a few loons, which might get the expo taken out, but I think there's an air trap or 2 as well. Yeah, there's a red air bomb, so he's not going to get a ton of value from those balloons either. This one, probably not going to work out. Might we might go ahead and do one more attack just because it is Town Hall 10, and it actually wasn't that. Actually, he could get this if his queen stays alive here. The king is still alive. The healers are healing the heroes, and this one might work. The level 40 queen's still alive with 3 healers on her. I might have spoken too soon. This one might be a 3-star or first Town Hall 10. I don't know. A Seeking Ermine takes out the queen. This is definitely going to be close if the Valk can tank a little bit. I don't know. The queen can reach both these archer towers. Right now, she is being targeted by both of them, and it's just going to depend if the queen can take out these 2 defenses. The Tesla can't quite reach her. I think this one is going to be a 3-star. It is. Go ahead and put some hype in the chat for Rasheen 770, the first Town Hall 10 3-star, not just today, but of the history of this stream. I've only been doing it for 2 weeks now, but awesome attack. This just shows how powerful that strategy is. So we will go ahead and have to kick him out, but we can add his name to the leaderboard, or the whatever you want to call this thing here, as one of the successful attackers. So we'll go ahead and type it in. Rasheen 770. Wow, that was a surprise. I'd already called it as a fail, kind of. Oh, that moved over. That was weird. I'd already called it as a fail, but just as I was saying that, it worked out. It's underlining their names, but we'll just hit ignore spelling so we don't have that annoying underline there. Okay, we will... I don't know exactly how I can accept people from the friend requests. Maybe it will allow you to apply to join. I'm not sure. Probably not. If you're friends with an account in the clan. So as we start to get through a few more of these, I might just open it up to people who say their name in the chat, and then I'll check if you're a friend, and if you are, I can invite you. But I can't start inviting people randomly because I don't know. If I look at this account here, I'll go ahead and accept a few more friends. I don't know which of these are people that want to join, and it might be the online accounts, but it's kind of hard to start inviting people randomly, so we'll get to that in a little bit. We do have a little bit longer on the stream, only 25 minutes in or so we might get to some of those a little bit later, but we will accept, let's see, Mr. PJ Waffles, a Town Hall 10, and see if we can get our second, maybe a back-to-back Town Hall 10 3-stars. We'll see where Army Comp he has trained up. It's not that account. Town Hall 10 account will post. And it looks like we're probably, if you're not able to request to join, it could also be just because there's too many requests pending in game, so you have to wait for people to be accepted and for it to open up a little bit. So the base is posted. We'll give the new account a minute or so, and there he's already attacking. So okay, let's see. This one's going to be a Witch Bowler attack, has 7 healers, so this should be interesting. I assume he's going to do a Queen Walk on one side, then some witches over on the other, and try to send bowlers through the middle of the base, as is common. Pretty expensive funnel. Could have just used a wizard there. Baby Dragon probably wasn't necessary, so the queen is going the right way, though. She will get targeted by this Inferno, and she might be meeting up with the bowlers. I'm not sure exactly how this is going to be orchestrated, but we'll see. Stepping up for the gold storage right now. She can't reach that expo, but it looks like everything's okay. She's walking downwards. Had to pop the queen's ability there because it was getting close, and she might have died if he didn't, which is kind of unfortunate. And looks like he dropped 2 rages by accident instead of the jump. So if he ends the battle, it'll be a little bit more helpful, because I don't think this one can 3-star with all the issues that have happened so far. But it looks like the plan is pretty straightforward, and I think it's a decent plan, actually, to send the giants and the bowlers in at the bottom of the base and these witches around the outside. It just, without any rage spells, it's probably not going to go very far. The giants also don't look like they're going to go into the base as he wants them to. yeah, they're going to start attacking the wall there. So went ahead and ended the battle, but I like the plan. We'll give him another shot or two at it. Once again, that's the wrong account. Town Hall 10 account, I'll post the base, and we will give him another shot at it. I think it's a good plan, though. If he didn't drop the rage instead of the jump, he would have had 2 rages, actually, because the queen... he would have had the queen's ability at least, because he dropped the rage and used the ability by accident, because the queen was getting low. So another attack, I assume he'll try the same plan, just with those few adjustments, not dropping things in that way. And it looks like he did trade out a wizard for the baby dragon, which was a good adjustment, save some troop space, because the wizard can do the exact same thing there. And he'll even get that builder's hut with the archer, with the archer, which is good. So the queen stepping up here for the queen walk. It looks like she is going to kind of go a little bit of a different path here, and she might double back, or she might just ignore the air defense, which is probably fine. It doesn't mean anything for a ground attack anyway, as long as it doesn't target the healers, which I don't think it will. It actually saves him from having to use a rage or anything on the queen. Witches go down. They might go inside the base here, because they're getting pretty close to where that jump spell is. He's going to have to use the queen's ability because the Inferno is on her. So a little bit late. I think he might have been expecting the queen to path a little differently. He needs to poison the CC troops here. There's the poison. Bowler's going in. The funnel looks pretty good. It's kind of a weird attack because the base is kind of weird. So he needs that second jump to make sure everything goes through. The Giants, once again, are not going through the base, but that's okay. As long as he has the bowlers in the core here, one more rage, he might be able to actually push through and get a lot of that base taken out. And this one I could see working, actually. Ton of troops still left up. The Inferno is out of range, or out of reach for those bowlers. So the core is going to kind of go down, but he still has the queen with a bunch of healers. He still has the witches, still has the king and some bowlers over on the left. So this one, I think, is definitely a good plan, and we'll see if it works out here. It might be close. Yeah, I don't know if he's going to get through the base. The Inferno being up is definitely a problem, but the witches are going around the outside. They probably will go down to the wizard towers here, especially if the king dies, which it looks like he will right there. These giants are kind of stuck inside the base. Yeah, I don't know. Without the queen's ability, I don't think this one can work. But if it doesn't, we'll give him one more shot just because it looks like it's a good plan. Hopefully I'm not calling this one too early as well. I think just the main problem is the queen's going to get hit by the single Inferno in just a minute once she steps in range, and that'll pretty much end this attack. So looks like he already ended it himself here, as I see on the other account I have. We'll post the base one more time because it's a good plan, and I think it could work if he just makes a few adjustments. So we will post the base one more time, and if this doesn't work, we'll go on to the next attacker. Okay, I'll check the chat here. Once again, the instructions are in the top right. The bases are posted on Twitter, and if you're having trouble joining, it's probably because there's too many join requests, or because you were rejected from the clan last week. And if that's the case, I'm going to try to just let people join using friend requests to this account, the DAX77 account, and then for the next weeks I'll just make a new clan, so we won't have the issue of people who have been kicked out or have been rejected in the future. We will just be able to accept people because it'll be a new clan, so there won't be that in-game feature. They won't let people apply to join, but we'll do that next week for sure. So this time he's sending the queen in a little bit differently, more like the first attack. Almost lost the healer, but not quite. Drops the rage a lot earlier, the witches a lot earlier. I think these are all good adjustments he's making. The witches did kind of split here, which isn't ideal, but he's getting these giants down a little quicker, which is very important because the giants need to tank that Inferno tower. King is going into the base, and I think this one overall is shaping up a little better than the first two attacks. I'm not sure if the single Inferno's on the king or not. Looks like it's not. So the bowlers did hit a giant bomb, but if the healers switch onto the bowlers right now, which they haven't done so far. This one might be able to work. Looks like the healers did switch on to the bowlers, which is good. All of the witches are on the outside of the base, so this one could work. He did have to use the queen's ability again a little bit earlier, but she might target the Inferno Tower. Yeah, right there, she'll get the Inferno, and that did not happen in the second attack. So this one, I think, has a better chance of working. The healers kind of switched on to the king, so everything that's alive is going to be on the left of the screen here. So I don't know, it could be close. The air defense took down a few healers, but for the most part, everything else is still alive. And yeah, I think this one might 3-star. Looks like we have a wizard tower, cannon, mortar up on the right, and then just a few defenses up on the top here. It all depends how they move through the base. The healers are still on the king, which isn't great because the witches might get taken out over on the left here, depending on how they approach that cannon. Yeah, it looks like the cannon might get these witches taken out. So it's going to be really close, but I'm not sure if he's going to get it. Time might be an issue, 40 seconds. There's nothing in the corners of the base, but I don't think, yeah, he's not going to 3-star the base here. Very close. It'll be time if nothing else. If his troops survive even, yeah, he'll run out of time. So nice few attacks here. This one, I think, was a good plan, just required a little bit of luck in the pathing through the base, and each time a different problem happened. The healers were difficult to predict, and the healers kind of needed to keep the bowlers up through the base, and they switched on to the king and the queen, which is often how it works. So he will run out of time here at 89%. Nice attack, nice tries there, and we will move on to the next person. Looks like he already left the clan. I'm going to continue for a little more on the in-game requests here. We have Bro Jangles, Town Hall 9. We'll see if he can be the second person to hop onto the Town Hall 9 leaderboard there. We'll go ahead and post the base right there and give him a moment to start attacking. I think we're, what, 1 for 2 or 1 for 3 on the Town Hall 9 so far in terms of the people who have joined, so not bad. Hopefully we can add a few more people to the list of successful attackers. Let's see what army comp he's using. Queen Walk, Hogs, and a bunch of Giants. This might be that HGH attack, as it's called, that uses the healers on the Giants. I think it is, yeah. So not a Queen Walk, just using the healers on those Giants. And this one, not as popular, but definitely could work. Lost a few Giants to the Spring Trap. Poison goes down on the CC troops as they come out, but he did miss the Witch, which isn't a big deal, but it's going to take longer for his troops to get through the base with the Witch still alive there. Rage is down, bowlers are going in. The Giants will just kind of push through that wall right there. Doesn't use any wall breakers. With a little bit under-leveled heroes, only 18, 19, it might be a little bit difficult. He only has bowlers and his heroes as the real damage troops, and it looks like they are walking outside the base. He maybe needed a jump spell or something to actually get them through the base here, even though this attack typically doesn't use a jump spell. The queen is still alive in the base though, and the healers are on her, which is good, and it's kind of a queen charge that he wasn't planning on doing in a way. In come the Hogs. Looks like his king might take out the defensive king there, so that's a plus. The Hogs moving through the base, and this one's probably going to be pretty close. The queen is still alive inside the base there, and she might take out the archer tower. Looks like got a notification there. Didn't turn those off. Hogs still coming through, has the poison spell. This one could work. Still has a minute 30. The king alive on the outside. These Hogs probably will die, but the queen should stay alive, which might be all he needs to finish off the last few defenses that are still up. I don't know. He has the king and a few wizards on the bottom, and then the queen might get targeted by the Teslas right here. So this one might, yeah, this one's probably going to fail. I thought the queen might be able to finish off the base, but the Teslas were able to reach her, and that will end the attack. So we will accept another friend request or two. Like I said, I'm not sure how many people I will be able to accept off the friend requests. It's better if you can apply in-game. So we will give him one more try because it was a decent attack, and I think if everything stayed inside the base, it would have had a much better chance of working. Let's see it again here. We'll see if he does the same location for these giants. Looks like he does. The funnel just has to be a little bit better, or he has to let the giants stay a little longer and swing through the next layer of walls. Otherwise, the troops might walk around the outside of the base again. So the wizards going in, creating the funnel, pretty much the same deployment as last time, although he might get a few extra buildings here on the bottom that he didn't on the first attack. So looking good. The giants are on a different wall, which is kind of weird. I guess there's no defenses nearby besides this cannon for them to target. So things are going a little bit weird on him, and we'll see how the healers split because the queen is shooting a wall and the rest of the troops are walking around. This might not be the best strategy to do, at least on this side of the base, because there's no real defenses to lead these troops into the base, and that's often what you need here, is like a compartment that's relatively big so the troops aren't going to leave it as soon as it's been cleared out, and that's not what happened here. So a nice try. I like the army comp mixing it up, but it's definitely not going to work, and we will have to back out. I guess we're going to have to wait for him to finish the attack here, but I can assume it's not going to work with 15 hogs. He probably should have brought more spells for the kill squad. Maybe he was planning on using the heals on the giants, but they didn't really turn into anything. So we'll just wait for this one to finish up here, and that will be it. Might get the majority of the base taken out here, but these hogs, I don't see them any way they're going to get through the last few defenses here. Yeah, the king will take out a few of them, and the rest will go down to these defenses. King still has his ability, but assuming the queen dies similar to last time, which right here she's already being targeted by these defenses, yeah, not going to work, so we'll back out, and hopefully he ends the attack too. And we will go ahead and move on to the next attacker. I will continue to accept these friend requests, but like I said, the best way is just to try to get an in-game application, because it's difficult to accept people off the friend requests because I don't know who is ready to attack and stuff like that. So this next account is a Town Hall 9 as well. Accept it into the game, and I'll post the base again, and we'll see what army comp he has for this base. Once again, we have two successful attackers. One of them, our first Town Hall 10 attacker. Looks like he needs a poison spell, which I think I might have on one of these accounts here. Yeah, I have a poison spell here. It's not going to be max level, but it's the best I can do. We'll wait for him to attack the base. I phase replay, and the army composition he has is also a queen charge La Lune attack, similar to the first attacker on this base, or the first successful attacker that you see, Geomark, but he might try a slightly different queen charge. It looks like he will here. He's starting his queen at the air defenses, and is going to have her walk up towards the defensive queen there. This one air defense shouldn't be an issue. It looks like he's sprinkling in a wizard to try to take it out, which is a very good idea, although there is that cannon right there, and it's still going to have a few hit points unless this one wizard can take it out. I don't think it will with the cannon still there, although it is a one-shot. Okay, so he got two air defenses. That's what he wanted there, and then now it's going to be about trying to take out the defensive queen and then start the La Lune attack. Time is going to be an issue though, because he's doing a somewhat of a long queen walk, and he doesn't have many cleanup troops, just the lava pups from the two lava hounds I assume he has, and two minions. Right here though gets good value. The rage will keep up the queen for the CC troops and the defensive queen, so that one is that's a good deployment there on the the Rage spell, and here come the Lava Hounds and Loons going through the base. He'll drop down the hastes. Not sure if this one's going to work just because of time. If you notice, he actually has one healer which he hasn't dropped. I'm not sure if he forgot to drop the healer or not. He doesn't have any heal spells either, and there are quite a few wizard towers up. The pathing hasn't been great. I think the air sweepers have pushed these balloons back a little bit, and it'll really depend on if he can get these last two air defenses taken out quick enough. It looks like he does. The queen can finish off what's left, so at this point it's just about how much time it's going to take to clean up the base, and if he can do it in 1 minute. He has a healer which he has not dropped. So that's 14 troop space, which definitely would have helped if it was used for cleanup. This last balloon will take out the Tesla, which is very important here. There's a builder hut in the corner. There's the king still alive, which can't do a whole lot, but he can hold up the lava pups. I don't think this one is going to work, just because he's running out of time, and there's a few buildings like this gold storage, the builder's hut, that I don't think are going to go down within the next 25 seconds or so. But a nice try, and I think on the second attack he should have a good shot at getting the 3-star here, especially if he does something with that 14 troop space that was not used. But yeah, it's going to just be this one gold storage that's still left up at the end of the attack, possibly the king altar as well. Okay, we'll go ahead and back out. It was a 99%, so very close, and we'll see if in this next attempt he can 3-star it. I think last week we had one of the attackers get 99% and then actually fail the second attack. So it definitely could happen. We'll see if this next attack can 3-star. Typically it's not that hard, but I don't know, he might make the same mistake with the healer, who knows, or his queen might die. There's a lot of things that still could happen. Looks like he dropped, I think he had 5 healers the first attack, and now he's down to 4, so he made that adjustment and just brought more balloons, I think, maybe an extra wizard or 2. Baby Dragon goes down to kind of help take out these initial buildings, and then here come the healers. The attack looking pretty similar to last time and looking pretty good. This one air defense will go down. The queen is being targeted by a couple defenses, but right there she's okay. The CC troops coming out earlier, so like I said, things happen differently, and it might just work out differently based on how the troops path. So not a 3-star by any means yet. We'll see. Oh yeah, she's going through the wall here, so this is going to definitely be different. She should still take out the defensive queen. He went ahead and started the balloons, I think, just to save time, but it all depends what the defensive queen does here, because she could be a real hassle if she locks onto some of these balloons. Lava Hound's going in. First one just to soak up air traps. The second one should tank those air defenses for a little while. Once again, the balloon pathing isn't great, but it's okay. Right here, the 2 queens are targeting each other, and the queen's cloak will take out the defensive queen, so everything's looking good. Time shouldn't be an issue. His cleanup troops are much better. Now, he doesn't have as many balloons left up as I think he did in the first attack. We'll see if these 2 Teslas can take out the last couple balloons moving through. They are at full health, and there is a bit of a rage down to kind of push them into those Teslas. So I think this one will be successful. A few more minions down for cleanup. He will get that Tesla taken out, and I don't see any buildings that are going to cause him an issue here. So I think it's going to be a 3-star here. Nice try, or not a nice try, a good try and a successful attack. So as long as that clan castle goes down, which I think it will in the next 50 seconds, we can go ahead and add another attacker to the list here. It is iPhase Replay. Interesting name, all one word. So we'll add it as it's shown in the top right there. And that's now 2 people that are on the leaderboard for Town Hall 9. Let's go ahead and back out and move on to the next attacker. Looks like he will be leaving on his own, but I'll kick him anyway, just to speed it up. Let's see who else we have. I'm not sure if I'm going to be getting to people who sent friend requests, just because there's people in game and it's going to be quicker than trying to find who off the friends list I can invite. So this next one is also a Town Hall 9 maxed heroes, which is definitely a good sign, and I think he has a good shot of taking out this base. After this attacker, we are going to probably prioritize Town Hall 10, just because Town Hall 10s are typically under represented here. So we will see if there's any Town Hall 10 accounts that have requested to join, because we are down to about 13 minutes left in the stream. I am going to keep it to an hour. I'm not going to let it go over like last time, just for sake of time. So we have about 12-13 minutes left in the stream. We'll try to get a Town Hall 10 or 2 in after this attacker. There's always an excess of people, it seems like, who want to attack the base. So while you're still here for next week, this one's going to be a Zap Quake actually. Air defense doesn't go down. It's a good attack, though. It's a fun one to watch. But anyway, like I was saying, for next week, what I recommend is the clan will be deleted and reestablished with the same name. There won't be any issue with people who have been rejected, so you can just go ahead and apply normally. The clan will be closed, but after the as soon as the stream starts, the clan turns to invite only. So as soon as the stream goes live at about 5:50 p.m., you can apply to join, and that's when you should, because right now we're getting through only like 8-9 people per stream, which is it's just hard to get through many more in only an hour. So that's just the main issue, is there's so many people and there's not enough time. But anyway, this attack here, I think, had a good shot. He did have to waste a few dragons or so, I think, on this air defense that didn't go down, but I like the premise of it, and maybe on a second attack he can finish it off here. Still has quite a few balloons left up, and actually a Lava Hound somehow it has survived, which is important because it can tank for a long time, a max Lava Hound on these Town Hall 9 defenses. So I think once again I spoke too soon. This one's probably going to be a 3-star. The Queen is still alive. She took out the Valk. All these balloons will probably die to that Wizard Tower, but I think the dragons should be enough to finish off the base here. That one balloon has just a little bit of hit points left. Right here the Lava Hound's going to explode, and I think it's going to be a 3-star. Still has a minute left up, so not the cleanest 3-star, but definitely if it works, it's a good attack. And this one is going to finish with about 4 dragons. That one had very low health, but the other few still actually have quite a few hit points left. So nice attack. The Queen definitely helps for cleaning up the base. So we can add the I can't do that symbol, but I can put CS Teddy as the name here. And oh, it looks like we have another notification. I'll get rid of that, and we can move on to the next attacker here. We have time for 1, maybe 2 more attackers. I'm gonna see if there's any Town Hall 10s pending. Town Hall 9. It might be all Town Hall 9s here, so we might just go to a Town Hall 9. Although right here we have a Town Hall 10. We'll see if there's any others. I think it might be all Town Hall 10 or all Town Hall 9s with 1 Town Hall 10. So we will accept the Town Hall 10, and just to mix it up, see if we can get 1 more Town Hall 10 3-star before we end the stream here. I will post the base and we'll give him a few shots. Not sure what the army composition is. This might be the last attacker though, just for sake of time. It depends on if he attacks it multiple times. But it is, that would be a hard one to type in as well to the leaderboard, but okay, Karam, that's his name. We will wait on Karam here and see if he can 3-star the base. He has something a little similar to what the attacker a few back had with the healers and the bowlers here, but slightly different, and I think it's going to be a different deployment. we'll see how it goes. Has a few witches, queen walk. I assume the witches are just going to walk around the outside, and it's going to be a mass bowler, probably towards the top of the base here. I'm not sure which direction he wants the queen to go, probably upwards. Looks like that's how he created the funnel to work. I like using the witches at the top there because the skeletons can clear out all the extra buildings, and there's not much splash damage at the top of the base either. So it's looking pretty good so far. He has a golem, which might not be the best thing because the healers will probably switch onto the golem instead of the bowlers because it's 30 troop space. So that could be an issue. The king went down really quickly as well, which might also cause problems here. The CC troops coming out, and let's see. I think this one is a decent attack strategy for this base, but it's not going to work because the king went down so quickly. The witches all died at the top to that bomb tower, I think, and yeah, it's not going to work out here. So we might give him one more try. If there's another Town Hall 10, we might accept him. A few hogs as well, but they won't do anything for the back end of the base here. Nice try, and if there is another Town Hall 10, we might accept. Let's see what this account is. It's a Town Hall 9. So we are going to have to kick him out because I don't think this plan's going to go anywhere. But thanks for coming by. Let's accept, I guess, one more Town Hall 9, and then we'll call it a day here. Finality will be the last person to be accepted here. Town Hall 9 with 30 heroes. We'll get the base posted, and I appreciate everyone who requested to join this week. As you guys can see, there's just never enough time. So next week, though, like I said, you can request to join as soon as the stream goes live, even during the countdown. So be sure to get on that for next week. Okay, he's trying one of every troop here, which I wasn't expecting, so I guess we'll just have to kick him out after the attack goes. But who knows, it could work. I wasn't expecting to get a lot of trolls attacking, but it does happen. And I guess with 30 heroes, it could work at Town Hall 9. He brought 3 healers. I guess the idea was just to use one of every troop, but he brought a few more of the troops that I think he thought would be useful here. I'm not sure how the air troops are going to factor into this, but if this 3 stars, he might get a special shout out, I guess, on the intro screen there. Wow, okay, that's interesting. We will see how this one goes. He has 2 jump spells and a CC of bowlers. So I guess for what it's worth, this one might have a decent shot of working. This will probably be the last attack of the stream. A good one to end on, I guess. And the queen right here meeting up with the other troops. The jump spell missed. It's pretty crazy, all the different troops he has. I'm not sure what he's going to do with the dragon. I don't know if he had a lava hound or not, actually. That might be one troop he forgot, is the lava hound. I assume he was trying to bring every troop. But as I kind of expected, this one's not going to go anywhere, and it's going to end at about 60% or so. I appreciate him ending the attack early, but I'm going to end the stream at that. So anyway, thank you guys for stopping by. The successful attackers for the Town Hall 10 base, we had Rasheen 770, we had Geo Mark III for the Town Hall 9, as well as iPhase Replay and the CS Teddy account. So good job to all of them. They will be put into the previous victors slideshow right below this week's for the next week's. Like I said, the clan will be deleted and recreated, so you guys won't have any problems requesting to join next week. And first come, first serve. Like I said, as soon as we start the stream at 6 o'clock, but 5:50 I guess is the countdown, you guys can request to join, and first come, first serve, maybe get through another 10 people or so. So anyway, thanks for tuning into the stream, and I will see you guys next week. Bisectatron out.